Multiplying decimals, part 1. Here we have 30.5 multiplied by 4.7. Now the first thing we do when we're multiplying decimals together is we actually remove the decimal points. So I'm going to rewrite these numbers below without their decimal points in. So I'm going to rewrite this as 305. So that's now become 305 multiplied by 47. So I've got rid of the decimal points. We now have a new question of 305 multiplied by 47. So we've now turned this decimal multiplication into a 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So as normal with these questions, as we've done before, you add the first number here, 305, and you're multiplying it by 47. Now remember, it's important that you line up your digits correctly. To the furthest on the right we have our units, then our tens. Same over here, we have our units, then our tens, then our hundreds. So we have units, tens, hundreds, units, tens and hundreds. And we have to make sure these are properly lined up below. So we have our units here, and then our tens here. So we now have our 2-digit by 3-digit multiplication, and we're going to start by covering over the tens on the second number. So we've now actually turned this quite difficult decimal multiplication into a 1-digit by 3-digit multiplication to start off with. So, as normal with these questions, you go digit by digit. We're going to do 7 multiplied by 5. 7 times 5 is 35, which I write below. The units, the 5 goes below, and the tens carries. So 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 5 is 35. Tens next door is a remainder, and the units below. Next, I have 7 times 0. So that's the first one done, there. We now have 7 times 0. 7 times 0 is 0, which goes down here. But firstly, I add to 0 my remainder of 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. We've had 7 times 0, which is 0, and then 0 plus 3, which is 3. Next, I have 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. So I put the units below, the 1 below, and I carry my 20 as a remainder. 7 times 3 is 21. 21. Now, I've not got any more numbers to multiply the 7 by, so I can bring this remainder up as a whole number now. So that's now become my whole number. So I've now worked out that 7 multiplied by 305 equals 2,135. So I can now get rid of these remainders. So this is 7 multiplied by 305. So that's the 7 done with now. Next we have our 4. But as you can see, it's not actually a 4, it's a 40. It's in the tens column. It's a 40. So to make sure my answer all lines up correctly, I'm going to put a 0 down here. 40. So again, we go digit by digit. 4 times 5 is 20. So I put my units, my 0 below the 20, and I put my tens next door. So 4 times 5 is 20. Next, I have 4 times 0. 4 times 0 is 0, which goes down here. But firstly, I add to 0 my remainder of 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. So that's 4 times 5 done, 4 times 0 done, finally 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12, so I write the units, down below, and the 10s next door. 4 times 3 is 12. 12. Now I've not got any more numbers to multiply my 4 by, so I can bring this remainder up now as a 1. So we've now worked out that 40 multiplied by 305 equals 12,200. That's 40 multiplied by 305 equals 12,200. I can now cross these remainders out. Now we don't just want 7 lots of 305 or 40 lots of 305. We want 47 lots of 305. So we're going to add together 40 and the 7 lots, the 40 lots and the 7 lots. Add together the 40 lots of 305 with the 7 lots of 305. So this is normal column addition now. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. And nothing plus 1 is 1. So my final answer is 14,335, which I can write above. 14,335. Now I just said that was my final answer. That's not quite true. We've worked out that 305 multiplied by 47 equals 14,335. But our original question was actually 30.5 multiplied by 4.7. Now the way we work out this question is we write above our answer for this one, so 14,335, and we now count in this question the number of digits that come after a decimal point. So here's my first decimal point, and I've got 1 digit after it, and my second decimal point, I've also got 1 digit after that point. So in total, in this question, I've got 2 digits after a point. So I'm now going to count from the right in my answer, 1, 2, and I'm going to put my decimal point after those two digits. So my actual final answer becomes 143.35.